Frazer, massive fight, British heavyweight title. There's not much that needs to be said to sell this one. How much does it mean to you that it is on the BBC, or would you have had this fight in an empty room?
I would do this fight anyway, but it is great that it's on the BBC. Obviously, you need a broadcaster. You know, you need to be broadcast. You need to be portrayed. That's part of the job. But if you're asking me, the person that's in me, the fighter, I'll do this anywhere. I'm happy it's on the BBC. I'm delighted that, you know, like I said, it shows the intent of the company that I box under, and it's great to be here.
And last time out, I think people thought that Tete might give you some rounds. You know, he'd gone the whole way with Dillian Whyte. He was someone who looked a bit durable. You went in there and just absolutely blasted through him. Was that a different approach from yourself, or is that just the way the fight fell on the night?
The way the fight fell, but he wasn't never going to give me rounds. I knew what was going to happen. I was just staying confident and quiet.
And the heavyweight scene at the moment in Britain is quite open. Obviously, Tyson Fury retires and unretires on a weekly basis. You've got AJ's not fought in a year, Dubois coming off the Usyk defeat. So you've got yourself, Dave Allen, Fabio Wardley, there's a number of other names, David Adeleye, obviously Jeamie. Where do you put yourself in that sort of company? Because it seems like British heavyweight boxing's wide open at the moment.
Yeah, I think the names you mentioned there, you've got the active ones, that are probably us that are a bit lower down the pack, a bit more active. You've got Joshua and Fury, the biggest names in the sport in the country, but not that active. Fabio Wardley doing great things, and I'd say he's just that level above at the minute, you know, just on performances and what he's doing. He's got a really difficult fight himself. But then put us all in a bowl and mix us up, mate, and we could fight each other, no problem. We're all at a level, we want to try and creep into that next bunch.
And the British heavyweight title, obviously we saw the names earlier, the great fighters that have held it, but in terms of the context of it today, is this a chance to put yourself at the front of that pack of the heavyweights that were mentioned and attract some big fighters? Because people want that belt. That's
the plan, and you know, with not even with the title, but with every victory now, you never know what's around the corner in British boxing, especially the heavyweight scene. It's wide open, and there's good people in the sport at the minute. You know, obviously we have the Ring. We have a boxer and Queensbury Matchroom, and obviously they've all got their own stable of heavyweights. You know, when everyone sorts themselves out, we can all fight each other.
And I think people think of yourself and also think of Jeamie TKV, and they think fireworks, which is one of the things that makes this the perfect BBC launch event. But also on the night, do you see it turning into that kind of war, or do you think maybe more of a boxing match favours you?
It might go there, you know. Just stylistically, I think it might go there. It's going to catch fire, I'm sure of it.
Do you think you're at a stage in your career now where there's nothing that you fear in that ring? You know, you've been through wars, the two fights with Wardley for different reasons. Is there just nothing left for Frazer Clarke to fear? It's
a fight, isn't it, mate? Listen, it's a fight. You go in there, you do what you're trained to do. You need a little bit of luck, a lot of hard work. You either win, and you win well, you lose, and you're miserable. Or now and then you might get a chin. But me, I just take it as it comes. I've had 160 odd or 70 fights in my life. It's just another one.
And you said on stage earlier that you're a very selfish man, and you're a selfish man when it comes to your boxing. Obviously, that's an adjustment from being captain of Team GB. Is that a change that you had to make going into the pros, where you almost had to teach yourself that?
I was selfish then. From the day you start boxing, you have to be selfish. I'm selfish in life and I'm selfish in boxing, and I know that more than anything because my kids feel it. I've got a 8-year-old daughter who cries because she don't get to see her dad, and I have to explain to her that I'm very busy. You know, I'm doing it all for the right reasons. I'm coming home. I can't take her to school. Can't take my son to school. Can't pick him up. Like I said, I've got an 11-week-old child. Her daughter is beautiful. I don't get to see her face as much as I'd like to. But it's all for the right reasons. Listen, there's discipline and commitment to something. When you start something, the same way I teach you, when you start something, you give it 100% and you go till the wheels fall off.
And I think one of the exciting things with this fight as well is I think that you're two fighters with something to prove coming into this. You both fought for this title before, and on the night it is something where it's a massive... It's a massive occasion in both your careers, and a bit of a crossroads as well. And just make the case on the night. What are you going to do to make sure that belt comes home with you?
He's a fucking flying, mate. That's all I can tell you. My fists are going in there flying, and I'm going to bring that belt home.
And just finally, as a massive Only Fools and Horses fan, as I know that you are as well, it always says, you know, this time next year we'll be millionaires. This time next year, what's Frazer Clarke doing?
I'll be on the verge of a world title. He who dares wins.
Absolutely. Great stuff, Frazer. Appreciate that.